Should they speak up now?
Stevie J should be charged. Mary J. Blige should also be charged. Jennifer Lopez should definitely be charged. Jay-Z should be charged. Rick Ross should be charged. Usher should be charged and tried with him off of Justin Bieber alone.
You gotta realize, man, he learned from Andre Harrell. He learned from Russell Simmons. He learned from Clyde Davis. You understand? When those people, they were heavy into the drugs. They was heavy into beating women and doing things at that age, at that crazy stage, that's gonna make him think that he could get away with the same thing that they was getting away with back then.
Alleges that Combs abused and exploited women and other people for years, and in a variety of ways. As alleged, Combs used force and coercion to cause victims to engage in extended sexual performances with male commercial sex workers, some of whom he transported or caused to be transported over state lines. Combs allegedly planned and controlled the sex performances, which he called freak-offs, and he often electronically recorded them. The freak-offs sometimes lasted days at a time, involved multiple commercial sex workers, and often involved a variety of narcotics, such as ketamine, ecstasy, and GHB, which Combs distributed to the victims to keep them obedient and compliant. As alleged, when Combs didn't get his way, he was violent, and he subjected victims to physical, emotional, and verbal abuse so that they would participate in the freak-offs, and that Combs hit, kicked, threw objects at, and dragged victims, at times by their hair. As alleged, these assaults often resulted in injuries to the victims, which took days or weeks to heal. In addition to the violence, the indictment alleges that Combs threatened and coerced victims to get them to participate in the freak-offs. He used the embarrassing and sensitive recordings he made of the freak-offs as collateral against the victims. And the indictment alleges that he maintained control over the victims in several ways, including by giving them drugs, by giving and threatening to take away financial support, by promising them career opportunities. Because of all of this, the indictment alleges that the victims did not believe they could refuse Combs without risking their security.
So this was the first step. We have a bail appeal scheduled for tomorrow at 3:30 in front of Judge Carter, the district judge assigned to this case. I think that we made the points that we've been wanting to make. I think he came out. Mr. Combs is a fighter. He's going to fight this to the end. He's innocent. He came to New York to establish his innocence. He's not afraid. He's not afraid of the charges. There's nothing that anyone's mind about anything. He's been looking forward to this day. He's been looking forward to clearing his name, and he's going to clear his name. And we're going to stand by his side as he does. We believe in him wholeheartedly. He didn't do these things. This was a 10-year relationship. There's no coercion. There's no crime. There's basically just, someone who brought a civil case and now is finding themselves as a witness in a criminal case. And we're going to fight this case with everything we have, as is he. And eventually he's going to be shown to be innocent. And so tomorrow we fight again. And we'll fight every day until we don't have to fight anymore.
Long suspected since it happened, since she died in, I would say, rather mysterious circumstances, that Diddy had something to do with the death of his ex-partner and the mother to his children, a woman named Kim Porter. Now, what happened was she mysteriously died of pneumonia, not the typical way that a 47-year-old goes out, especially just when they are about to publish a tell-all book on their very famous ex. Guess what? It was just announced yesterday that Kim Porter's book is being published. It's a 60-page book entitled Kim's Lost Words. It claims to be a collection of the diaries of Kim Porter, the mother of Diddy's children, and it was leaked by her friends. Porter allegedly recounts discovering and making copies of the tapes that Diddy made of himself having with young boys that he was managing, including an alleged tape involving an 18-year-old pop star who went on to become a household name.
Motherfuckers be gay in Hollywood, you never fucking expected. They be having these big-ass mansion parties, and the mansion party, the whole mansion is a party, and then it's a separate party in the little rooms. I ain't been famous that goddamn long. I'm excited than a motherfucker to be at the mansion party. You be looking in all the goddamn rooms, and you fuck around and look in the wrong room and shit.
J-Lo is just, I don't know. Every man she's been with has said the same thing, except for Diddy. Diddy's the only one that said she was a great girlfriend and how he wish he hadn't messed it up. How is that the only man in her life that had regrets about their relationship and everybody else ran for the hills? Like, it's not nobody noticing that. That everybody else that's left her, oh, she was too this, she was this, she was that. But Diddy said she was perfect. What happens if you're only perfect for the devil?
Will Diddy start snitching?
He better. But the only thing I'm interested in him talking about is everything he knows about Kathy Coriana White. I know you know what happened to Corey. Diddy, you and Jay-Z down in Vegas at Tao with Claudia. Why don't you just talk about Kathy? That might help. Kathy Coriana White, Jay-Z's pregnant mistress, died 24 hours after she announced that she was going public with their relationship and the baby. Was it an aneurysm, Diddy?
Do you feel the federal government will probably speak to Jay-Z in regards?
They already have. He was questioned by the feds before he made the Super Bowl announcement. Oh, this about to get fun for me. Fuck you, Sean. Both of y'all. I got you, bitch. I told you.
Do you think they'll bring up charges on Jennifer Lopez?
They better. She committed perjury. Last time I checked, there's no statute of limitation on perjury.
The fact that Puffy Diddy is in jail for Pac's murder, do you feel like they may go even deeper to the 90s?
They have to, because that's the beginning of everything that's leading up to the tragedies that are about to happen now. Everybody knows at this point in time, Puffy D ain't do it. He's already made it very clear he had a profit deal, which means he's been working with the government all this time. What I do know, though, is everyone is starting to notice things that they didn't notice 15, 20 years ago. Suge isn't looking like the monster that everyone painted him out to be. Diddy sure ain't no choir boy. The Jay-Z victims are gonna be worse. They're worse because of the psychological torture that comes along with what he does.
Do you think Jay-Z is scared right now?
Oh, he's terrified. He's losing confidence everywhere. The only confidence he's worried about keeping secure are those white boys that he worked for. That's his only loyalty. Not even to his wife is he loyal.
Jack, what was the last conversation that you and Jay-Z had? How did that go?
He told me he was going to end my career and make sure no one in the world ever knew I existed, and I told him it was a pretty big world, and we'll see.